Yo, what is up guys? Today we will be trying to beat the 2024 Chinese Grand Prix pole position lap. So Max took the pole position by 3 tenths over his teammate Sergio Perez with a 1:33.66. I think the times will be on the screen. So now I will be trying to beat the time. So I will leave the mods in the description, I think, if I can get it to work. So anyway, starting the lap now. So get the car turned in for the last corner and then let's go. So now the DRS is open. It's all stock settings, so there's no difference in the settings or nothing yet. So now turn the car in after the 50 meters. Just try to stay tight, but we lock up the front, and then now brake bias was too much in the front. We get the car turned in third corner down to the after turn 3 down to turn 4. Here we try to brake just after 100 meters, going down the gears, get the car turned in hairpin, and then going up second gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. Now to the first of the S's, trying to stay tight for this one, so we can have a good run through the next. As we forgot to brake. Yeah, this doesn't matter because we will be improving afterwards. So it's just the first lap. It's track limits again there, but the front tires are overheating, so we will have to go and make that up. Now braking after the 100 meters, car turned in second gear. Here again, car is hard to turn now because of the overheating. Now we try to go out to the long back straight. So now this we going up 300 kilometers an hour. Now going down to the second last corner, the hairpin, braking just before 100 meters to make sure we can brake because the front tires are completely red. Now going down to the last corner, we have to get this really good, and then we have a big oversteer, so we give off, and it's 1:39.672, which is 6 seconds off the pole time, so we could be a lot quicker, but let's do the setup now and we will see what happens. So now we will start the second lap. So the fuel is lower now. The tires are the C4 tires which were used. So now open the DRS, going down to turn 1 here, 8th gear. So now brake bias is a bit further back so we don't log up. Turn in, and then a bit of oversteer, but we stay tight. It's a okay line. Get the car turned in, but the front tires are already overheating, the front left. So now stay tight for the turn 3 again, so we don't go wide like last time. So we are up on the delta a lot. Now brake just after the 100 meters, and now it's a bit early because the tires haven't overheated that much yet. So go to the S's now. So we try to stay tight for this one, and let's brake this time, and then we stay tight now. This is good. Now let's go into the second. We are through without going wide now, and this is a lot better. We are much up on the delta, as you can see, the bottom left. So now let's brake just after the 100 meters. Get the car turned in, a bit of a lock up here, but the tires are completely red and gone now. Let's see if we can cool them down on the straight now. So just going down the 1.2 kilometer straight, which is one of the longest in Formula 1. So let's see, we will brake just after just before the 100 meters actually this time, because I don't want to lock up with the red front tires. Now going into the last corner, brake at the 50 meters, and we stay in this time, but it's not too good, and we make a 1:34.2, which is it's decent, but it's still it could be a lot better. So now I have taken the fuel down to the least possible we can and set the front tires to be a lot higher in the PSI, so we will not overheat. So now let's see if we can go quicker than the last time. So going into turn 1, brake a bit earlier. Now we have a bit of oversteer. Let's get the car turned in again. The car tires are already overheating again, and you can see the front tires are locking up a bit. Now going second gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. Now now going down to turn 4. Let's see if we can brake a bit later now. We can, so we get the car turned in, which is but we bottom out on the exit, which is not so good. So we get the tires are already overheating again. I don't know if there's much more we can do. So we get the car turned in again as much as we can, but we just stay in, don't go wide, but we lose a lot of time from that. So now let's go down here again, down to the last couple of corners before the long straight. Take the first one a bit easy, try to get the car turned in. Now, not so good, but we are still up on our first time. So we're going down the straight now. We can see we are on course to beating the lap time. So we set the brake bias to the right amount, and then let's brake just before the 100 meters. Get the car turned in, and then now to the penultimate corner. If we don't do anything wrong now, we will be able to beat it. So now bottom out a bit, but it's fine because we beat the lap time. Is a 132.6580. Sorry. Yeah. So apparently I forgot it was on ideal conditions. So that's not realistic. So give me a few seconds. So this is the conditions we are running. So it's we are doing scattered clouds, 22 degrees, 5 wind from the northwest, 4 o'clock, and then the track grip is automatically set by weather, which is the most realistic thing we can get right now. So after that incident, we are back again, and you can see the grip levels and the track conditions are a bit different now. So we're just doing the same setup. So yeah, so going down to turn 1, we turn in, and now you can see we are sliding around a lot more, and we're trying to get the car turned in, and it just doesn't really want to, and we're just fighting the car now, and it's a bit harder. You can see the tires are not overheating that much like before, so it's going to be a little bit more realistic now. So going down to the first hairpin, because he's sliding at the apex, trying to get the car turned in. Now let's go to the S's. Now here, I hope we can take it flat, but you can see we're going wide. So we try to get this one turned in too, and now get the car turned in, but we go wide here. So this lap is not gonna count, but I will still finish it just for fun. So braking just after the 100 meters, the tires are completely red and overheating now. Going wide, and then let's try to get down to the straight. So on the first lap, or first laps where I beat it, I was running really low downforce because I had really high grip, but now this setup won't work. So now just braking after the 100 meters, you can see the rears are sliding. We try to get the car turned in, but it's not really wanting to, and then braking at the 100 meters, get the car turned in, and big slide. It's like drifting here, and then going over the line, it's a 132.778, but it won't count because we went off the track. So now we have put a bit more downforce and done a bit higher pressures on the front tires, so we won't overheat. And now you can see I didn't warm the front tires too much, so they will be more grippy after turn 1, 2 and 3. So now you can see it's really sticking to the ground, sliding a bit around, but it's a lot better now. You can see the tires are not overheating yet, so we can get the car turned in, get the exit good, and you can see we are up on the delta, so which is good. So now braking a bit too early here. You can see we could have broke a lot later. Second gear, a bit of oversteer, going into first of the S's, staying tight. You can see a lot more grip now. You can braking a bit, but big snap of oversteer. The front brake bias is a bit too much to the rear, and you can see now going off the track again for the second time because of the snap, and you can see the rear tires are also overheating because we slided. Now braking too early here, can't get feel it. This is the lap of the weekend.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is the final attempt, and I will leave the sound be so you can hear it in all its glory. Yeah, so 1 minute 32.112, which is beating Verstappen by 1 second almost. So yeah, so maximum PSI in the front, C4 tires with 20 in the back. So so we don't overheat. 2 laps, 2 liters of fuel, which is enough for 2 laps. So high MGUK mode, and then 0 recovery and motor mode. So that's just the hot lap setting. So 4 degrees in the front and 5 in the back to get most grip. And then here we took the toe to 45 and then toe in the back to 25 to get just a bit more quicker the corners. And then default generic 52 brake bias. So this default height ride, we took it a bit down. As you can see on the screen, and then suspension default, this is also default. So yeah, that's basically